Today I'm in the wood yard. It's a wood processing day. I've got a few hours and I think we're gonna make little pieces of wood. Bert got a start on it already and there's already some stuff loaded up here. He's got the tractor out and I think he's in eating some lunch right now. But right now I'm gonna start up the machine. We're gonna make little pieces of wood because it's the thing to do and it's fun. So that's what's gonna happen. Here we go. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is dump some fuel into the tank. I think this is a 60-gallon tank. I don't know, it's pretty big. I just keep dumping fuel into it. The other day, yesterday, it was down below half tank and I dumped in 2 5-gallon jugs. I put 10 in, but it's got room for, it looks like another 15 at least. And I think I've got, yeah, I got all 3 jugs filled. So I'm probably gonna dump all 3 in right now. So I like to keep it as full as possible all the time. So it's just always ready to go, because there are times that I get a crew of guys here that wanna help, or Bert's here, and I want them to be able to just go. So I always try to keep the tractor and this thing full all the time, so it's just ready to rock and roll. So, and what I generally do, like I've mentioned before, is as soon as I empty all 3 of them usually. I take them, the next day I get gas in the truck and get gas for the splitter or my lawnmower or whatever, and I just fill everything up and bring it and just keep going that way. So it's not so bad. Usually every time I go it's 150 bucks between filling these 3. I got 3 diesel 5-gallon cans and then 2 5-gallon cans for premium for the splitter and then whatever my truck needs. And so I just, like once a week, I just go and get fuel. So we're gonna dump her in. Now, one of the things that's you got to be careful with this is I can't just dump it in. I vented these jugs and put the straight nozzles on. This is the one I got from Uncle Mike. Thanks, Uncle Mike. One of them anyway. There's 2 of them, and then I got the bigger ones like this here, the 3/4 inch, and then I vented them in the back. The problem is it flows so fast that this cannot take it because there's filters in there and you can only drink so fast. So you got to kind of regulate it by using your thumb on the vent to slow the flow down because it's so fast. Because I like to just set it right up on the edge here. So I'm going to get it started and just start dumping, but it goes pretty quick. I'm going to try to get this thing set up on the tank here. Whoops, she puked out on me there. Yeah, I gotta put my thumb over the vents to slow it down. Ooh, we got a storm coming. Lightning's popping off to the north there. Get in my belly. There. I think that'll do it, just a couple drops. I only spilled a little bit there when I was fighting the nozzle here. All right, number 2. This one's a tough one. I'm gonna start without having the vent open because this is such a big hose tube that it just goes. I get it set here and I just let it chug away. All right, gonna dump this last one in. I already put probably half of it into the tractor because it took it. So the tractor is as full as can be, and now I'll dump the rest of this. There's I don't know, 2.5, 3 gallons left here. I'll dump into the processor and then we'll start her up and make some pieces of wood. So Bert and I were just going like a couple of maniacs processing wood. We got one whole trailer load full done. I moved that out and then I moved this one in. But because he's so strong, like Dave was on the levers, Dave broke a lever and then I broke a lever and then Bert just broke another one. So this lever right here got broke. It broke off down at the bottom. This one broke like a week ago and I just taped on. I went and bought a metric bolt to put on it because we don't use the conveyor up and down very often. It was actually over the deck up and down. That was over here, but now we switched it to the main control, which is for your in-feed and your saw clamp and saw and all that. We just switched it over. So this is just kind of cobbled on there. So we're gonna have to order a few of these from Eastonmade or wherever we can get them, because they do break off because you tend to hit them a lot back and forth. There's a lot of movement in them. You do probably push harder than you should. But yeah, that's like so it'd be like the fourth one now that we've broke. So here's the piece that broke off. And you can see it, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's very stripped also because it rolls in and out all the time. They don't seat really tight. Even though they've got a little keeper, there's a little keeper bolt right there, a nut I should say right there, to tighten it down, but it's hard to get in there and get it really tight, so they loosen up. So Bert's in the shop right now. He took the other lever and we got another bolt we're going to attach to it, and he's grinding the head, a slot in it, so we can tape it in there basically just to get this load done. And we're going to then screw it back in down into that hole there, and that we will have all the levers again. So yeah, they're not super heavy duty down there. They're kind of tapered down quite a bit, so over time they do break off. And it's the same lever that I had on my splitter that broke. So let's go see what he's doing. So here is the Farmer Fix machinist slash can do anything guy. He put a couple of what do you call these things again? Hose clamps. So that should work. That'll hold it. You got them tight as you can get them. So yeah, that should work. If we can fit it, if it fits that slot, as long as it's not too wide. Until we break it again. Yeah, it'll break, I'm sure. Yeah. It'll only be the 5th time. So is it fitting in? Oh, no problem. And that's one we don't use very often anyway. So. Yep. Did you put that keeper bolt on there? That's down, you can't really get at it. There's nowhere to tighten it. You got to reach from the back side. Yeah. Well, I got the needle nose here, so there you go. You need a degree just to work on it. Yeah, this almost needs like to have a removable panel here that you can just pop up, but I suppose you get in there and. Well, the worst part about it is I actually got the nut sitting against the thing. Against the oh, so you can't even turn it anyway. It'll turn anyways. Yeah, well, that's one you rarely use. So that's just the live deck up and down. Yeah, so I'm just worried about that one that I cobbled together with the zip tie and tape on there, because I didn't cut a notch or anything. I just put it on. We break it. I just put more hose clamps on. Well, nothing else. We could switch one of the other ones out or something, but we'll give it a go. See what happens. Maybe Andrew will send some new ones. Well, I should just give him a call, maybe. Yeah, that works slick with the trays, nice and clean under there. It's all in one place, not too shabby. It's gonna save us a bunch of time. You think it might be raining over there?
I don't know. I'm not gonna go over there. Yep, there's about one trailer load left, I'd say.
A little more than that. A little more than that, because we got all the birch, and then all that.
I'm saying for what you got over here.
Yeah, probably.
And then there's probably another 8 trailer loads to get through the pile of maple.
Yeah, yeah. There's still a bunch to go, but we got 2 massive loads done. We did one earlier, and then we got rained on, and we put this one down. We took a break because we got rained on.
And had to fix things.
And had to fix broken levers and stuff, but that is a massive load. That's well over 2 cords in there. It's heaped. What I'd been doing, I didn't show it on the cameras, I've been going in with the grapple from the side, go in and then coming down and squeezing it and pulling it. You can get a lot more in there and kind of really make sure that it's full. Yeah. Better than doing it by hand, way faster too, because we used to go in and kind of even it out so you get more in. Works really good.
If you got a third guy here and the third guy's doing that, whatever.
Yeah, but 2 guys. 2 guys works pretty dang good.
Yeah.
1, you can do it.
You can
2
do it.
Works really good.
Takes a little extra time.
3, the third guy kind of runs the camera.
Well, I mean, sometimes you need that too.
Yeah.
That way everybody's happy that they get better shots and better views.
Yeah, yeah. Cats are running all over here behind the camera now that the machine's off. They come out and play.
Yep.
We got some rain coming. I'll show you what we have coming here because it is really dark to the west and south. That's what's coming. That's why we wanted to get this load done. And over here you can see we brought a bunch of stuff over here, so it's on the cement now. It's off the ground there. So I want to get this stuff kind of cleaned up as fast as possible because it's on the ground. There's still a lot of cherry in there, still a lot of birch in there in both of those rows, but we got all the beech we've been putting over here and all the cherry we've been putting over here. And then all of the birch has been going over here, and then all the ironwood and hard maple basically just goes right into the processor and works pretty good. We had some nice bigger pieces there, so when we were going, the trailer fills up really fast. You said the first one was 1.5 hours, right?
Yep, about 1.5 hours, and it was about a little under 1.5 hours to do this load, and it's bigger. Yeah.
So 1.5 hours is pretty good. If you had bigger wood, it would go way faster. Like we did that load of cottonwood the other day, big stuff, and it wasn't even a half hour, was it?
No.
It was like 25 minutes, if that.
Well, the second load when Gavin did it was a little longer. But
yeah, but we weren't even. But the thing is, when you're doing boiler wood, you don't care. You just ram it through. This cottonwood, we didn't care, so we wanted to get rid of it. But yeah, if you got a team of guys and wood, we were just talking 12 to 16 inch, you could fill a trailer in a half hour easy.
Probably.
Just ram it through. It would go really fast. So. Storm's coming. That's it for today. Poke some buttons. We'll be back tomorrow 5:30 a.m. If you like this, go watch some other videos. There's lots of them. Good night, everybody.